Hello everyone, welcome to Eternal Radiance by Kushma. Today we are going to talk about how to overcome fear and live freely from Osho's life-changing wisdom. Have you ever felt paralyzed by fear? Fear of failure, rejection, or even the unknown? Maybe you have started something new, a business, a passion project, or a new relationship. But thought of the failing stopped you before even you tried. Maybe you have held back from expressing your true feelings, fearing that others won't accept you. Or perhaps the unknown terrifies you. What if things don't go as I planned? Or what if you lose everything? One talks about understanding fear itself. Fear is fiction, not a reality. Do you believe that the thing we dared that most exists only in our imagination? Also begins by breaking a powerful illusion. Fear is never about a present moment. It is always about the future, which does not yet exist. He says fear is always about something in the future. The future is a projection of the mind, and fear is born out of that projection. Think about it, how many times you have feared something that never actually happened. Our mind is like a movie director creating worst case scenarios that leave us anxious and restless. Also says fear is just like buried alive. Imagine being entrapped in a coffin, buried alive. Not physically, but mentally, fear does exactly that. It paralyzes us, making us feel like we have no way out, even when the doors are wide open. Another way fear manifests it through the illusion of urgency, the panic that we are running out of time. We have so much to do, but so little time. That's we are not doing enough. But pause for a moment. Who is measuring this race? Fear makes us feel like we are always behind. But the truth is, you are exactly where you need to be. Also talks about divine insecurity, why uncertainty is a gift. We crave certainty, thinking it will bring peace, but also remind us that where insecurity is not a flaw, it is a divine. Why uncertainty is a gift. The unknown is where all possibilities exist. The more we embrace uncertainty, the more we open ourselves to growth, adventure, and transformation. Next time when fear greets you, take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this happening right now? Or is it just my imagination? Often you will find that fear is just a story your mind is telling you. In chapter 2, Scared of Death, explaining the root of fear, Osho asks, what is the biggest fear of all? Is it a fear of death? We spend our lives avoiding the thought of it. It, deep inside, it lingers, but also offers a radical perspectives. You were not afraid before you were born. So why do you have fear for going back? He reminds us that we fear death only because we misunderstand it. We see it as an end, but in reality, it is just a transformation. Like a wave returning to the ocean, we too merge back into existence. When you accept death, fear disappears and life begins. Ask yourself, if I had only 1 year left to live, what fears would I let go of today? Chapter 3 talks about the uncertain and unknown, the mystery of trust. Why do we fear uncertainty? Because we want control. We are afraid of the unknown because we crave security. but also says the known is the past and it is dead. The unknown is alive, fresh, and full of possibility. Imagine you are in a river trying to stop the water with your hands. It's impossible, right? That's exactly what we do when we resist change. Fear arises when we cling to the past instead of trusting the flow of life. What if you welcomed the unknown as an adventure instead of threat? Every great thing in life, love, success, creativity, comes from stepping into the unknown. So what if instead of fearing change, you embrace it? In chapter 4, Make Love Not Fear, Trusting Oneself and Others, also gives us a beautiful insight. Fear and love cannot exist together. A heart full of love has no space for fear. He says fear is the absence of love. Think about it, a mother protecting her child does not feel fear no matter how dangerous situation she is in. She feels love, not fear. When we truly love something, our dreams, our relationship, our purpose, fear dissolves. Next time fear arises, shift your focus. What do I love more than this? More than this fear. In chapter 5, Finding a Way to Fearless, Insight and Meditation. So how do we break free from fear once and for all? Also teaches us that fear is not our enemy. It is an invitation. He says fear is an invitation. The memory you stop running from it. You will see it as a gateway and gateway to transformation. Fear is not to be avoided. It is an opportunity to face something deeper within ourselves. When we confront it, we can break its power over us and use it to transform. Fear is not an enemy to be outrun, but a shadow that follows, and only when we stop escaping and turn to face it with awareness do we realize it was never as powerful as we imagined. Self-consciousness traps us in the fear of judgment, while self-awareness liberates us by allowing us to observe that fear without being consumed by it. Silence strips away distraction, forcing us to confront the depth of our own mind. But within that stillness lies the opportunity to see fear for what it truly is, just a passing thought. Resisting fear only strengthens its grip. But when we fully allow it to arise, feel it without resistance, and move through it, its power dissolves into nothingness. Fearlessness is neither about obsessively trying to eliminate fear, nor about surrendering to it, but about walking the middle path of acceptance and mindful detachment. The journey of fearlessness is not a race, but a process of gentle unfolding, where patience allows fear to arise and dissolve naturally, without any force. True fearlessness is not something to chase or achieve. It is simply the absence of resistance to fear, a state of being that arises effortlessly when we stop fighting. Holding into fear is like holding your breath, unnatural and suffocating, whereas exhaling fully allows you to release tension and return to the flow of life. When we stop seeing fear as an enemy and instead Instead, welcome it as a passing visitor. We strip it of its power and allow it to dissolve on its own. Fear cannot survive in the presence of true joy. For when we embrace laughter, gratitude, and love, we shift our energy from contraction to expansion, leaving no space for fear to linger. This book also talks about some meditation technique to overcome fear. Number 1, step 1, find a comfortable seated position, close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Let your body relax, allowing the tension to melt away. Step 2, bring your awareness to the present moment. Feel the air as enter and exit your lungs. Feel the stillness within you. Let go of any distraction. Focus only on your breath. Now, bring to mind the fear that you are facing. See it clearly in front of you. But don't judge it. Just observe. Imagine that the fear is a shape, a color, or even an object, whatever comes to your mind. Ask yourself, is this fear real? Or is it just my mind projection? Ask with full awareness of detachment. Notice how you are breathing in light and peace. And as you exhale, you release the fear. With each exhale, feel the fear dissolving. With each inhale, feel yourself filling with the strength and the joy. Allow yourself to feel fully present in the moment, knowing that fear is temporary. As you breathe, feel the fear dissipating into nothingness. Finally, say to yourself, I accept fear as a part of me, but it does not define me. I am free. Take a few more deep breaths, slowly return to the present, and when you are ready, open your eyes. You are now free from fear's grip. Remember, fear is not something to be afraid of. Fear is simply an invitation to grow, to transform, and become the fearless being you were always wanted to be. Let's choose courage over fear. Fear has controlled us for a long time. But as Osho says, the moment you see fear as an illusion, it disappears like a shadow. Today, take one small step towards your fear. Don't run, face it, feel it fully, and then watch to lose its power over you. Tell me in a comment what fear you are ready to let go of today. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this today. Let's grow together. Until next time, stay tuned, stay fearless. Bye-bye.